Well, happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Lisa Horton Crafts. I'm Sheryl, and I am here today to share some of Lisa's fantastic products again. I've got another really easy card to share with you. And it looks like I'm live. Let's see who's here: Lorraine, Trudy, Joe, Valerie, Jean, Fettuccina. Debbie, Donna, Mary. Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are. Here in Ohio, it is really cold, and we've got about 12 inches of snow. So, needless to say, I'm not going anywhere for a little while. So, that makes me happy. I still have to work though, but okay. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. For my inks today, I've got Swift Dry. I've got the Coffee Bean Swift Dry. And for the matte blending inks, I've got two of them. I've got Burnt Ochre and Artic Frost. And then I have a Color Shift ink. I've got the Avocado Gold and one of Paula, picked by Paula's. I've got the Georgia Moss. So those are the ink colors that I've chosen for the project today. And hi, E. Miller from Michigan. Did you guys? I know you guys probably got a lot of snow too, huh? Let's see. So for the other products that I have, I've got the fundamentals, the nested tags. I'm going to be using that largest tag. And then I've got the beautiful new, well, new to me, Songbirds. This is an embossing folder with an inset die. And then I have the coordinating layering stencils. So, oops, I guess I want to put it the right way so you can see the image there. And then I've got the lovely lace 3D embossing folder. So those are all of the products that I have. So many people lost power, so I'm so thankful that we had power, Lorraine. So it makes me happy. I don't have to miss my live. All right, so here is the sample of the card that I want to share today. Just a really easy and simple one, a little bit of layering and lots of embossing and some inking. And so let's go ahead and get moving. Let's see, let me bring in my tacky mat and my Ultimate 2. And let's see, I'm going to need my stencils and I'm going to need a piece of white cardstock. Okay, and I forgot there. I think there's 9 stencils. Yeah, there's 9 stencils with this, and I'm only going to be inking this panel. You can ink both of them at the same time if you're going to do both of them, but I'm going to just stick with this one for my project. So let me get my paper lined up here. I'm just going to kind of stick it in the middle. Well, almost in the middle. So I have plenty of room to grab. Oops, wait a minute. Oh, well, it helps to take, I was like, it's not sticking, but I forgot to take off my cover because I always store it with the cover to keep the dust off the mat. So here we go. We'll do it again now. Move it down a little bit. Thank you. You guys are having a great start to your week, and that I don't know what the weather is like over on the other side of the pond. Hopefully, it's not the craziness we've had. So I'm going to start with the Arctic Frost because I want a nice, pretty blue frame for my cute little songbird. These are the cutest little birds. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to get these and play with them, but they are just adorable. And I really, really love it. And there's no flower, and I still love it. I love my florals. And Lisa's got the best florals, I think. Well, she's got the best of everything. Her inks are wonderful. Her dies and the new, oh gosh, the new stuff. Oh my goodness. Did you go nuts for those, that stencil deck? I'm keeping my eyes peeled out for over here. I keep running to Inky Stamper's website and Scrapbook and Simon, just looking for when they pop up. Southern California. Hi, Irma. How are you? Thank you for joining. Oh, Joe, not as bad. That's good. Yeah, it's we haven't had this much snow in Central Ohio in a really long time. So I'm trying not to complain. I don't have to go out in it either. We're actually in this part of the state, we're in a level 3 snow emergency, so you can't even be on the roads unless you're an emergency vehicle. So I'm not going to be out there at all. And I've got wonderful neighbors. They come and take care of my shoveling, so I don't even have to get out and shovel. And my son appreciates that they do it because he doesn't live far, but it's a nice little haul for him to come over and do my snow. Okay, so this is stencil number 1, and it just created my nice little frame. And we'll move on to stencil number 2, and we will ink up our sentiment. And this one says with love. So take the Arctic Frost out of the way and bring in my coffee bean. And I'm holding this stencil down because there's not enough on this side to grab. So I'm just going to use my fingers to do what my Ultimate would do. Ooh, severe rain warning. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Do you tend to get floods when you get rain like that, Valerie? Or is it just a lot of water that runs off? And that's all it is for stencil number 2. Just got my letters in. I want to make sure I got them nice and deep. And I did. There we go. And we are done with stencil number 2. And now we'll start on the leaves with stencil number 3. And let's see, I think I'm going to do the Avocado Gold for my leaves. Well, let's take the lid off and then put it down. There we go. And this one, I love this. This is a really pretty green. I like this green a lot. And then, you know, you get, because it is a color shift, you get a soft little shimmer with it as well. So I like that quite a bit. Ooh, lots of flooding. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you don't get hit with it at all. That it'll just pass by. It seems like everywhere is getting hammered these days with crazy weather. And I'm not doing, I don't think, at first I was gonna blend another green in, but I think I'm just gonna stick with this gold, Avocado Gold. So pretty. Ooh, 16 to 18 in New York. Oh gosh, my blessings. I have a sister. One of my sisters lives in Connecticut. I have two sisters. One lives in Connecticut and the other one is in Florida. And my sister in Connecticut, they were about like here. They got about 12 inches, but you guys got slammed. Oh, that's a lot of snow. I think I'm gonna make the tip a little dark. Okay. Yo, you just got all the color shifts. Oh, I like them. Yes, you're right, Joe. They are super juicy and they blend like butter. They're wonderful. Okay, so that is my avocado gold. And now we'll start on the body of the bird with stencil number 4. Yes, I did all my prep before we knew the storm was coming, and I did my prep a little early. The only thing I didn't do was get to the nail shop, and I was looking at my hands yesterday and it's like, oops. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to do, oh, that sounds yummy. I didn't do any cook ahead prep for the weather. My daughter did bring me over a couple of, she preps all her meals. She does all this cooking. I don't know where she got it from because she did not get it from me. Well, I cooked when they were younger, but after they got older, I didn't cook that much. After they went off to college, I turned in my pots and pans for ink pads. So I don't do a lot of cooking, but just putting burnt ochre on my bird's body. Little songbird. Cute little songbird. Kind of leaving his breast a little light. Okay. And that is, oh, that's good, Valerie. I'm glad you're not really impacted. Oh, okay. And now we'll go on and start working on the feathers. And I've chosen the Georgia moss for my feathers. And let me get my ink pad. Put that cap back on before I end up inking my feathers. Well, I'm going to put a little bit of brown on them, but I don't want it on there right now. So let's see. I guess it really doesn't matter a whole heap of a lot. We get to do is cute little eyeball. I love the little eye with the lashes. That's so cute. So I'm going to wipe some of this off because I want to put a little bit of shading on that feather. So it'll be underneath the top layer. And I'll just probably use the coffee bean for that part. Let's see. Sorry about my arms reaching all over the place. And so we'll do the eye in coffee bean with the little cute little lash. And then I'll just take some of this, just go around this part of the feather. Put a little bit of shading there. Okay, that's it for that stencil. Comes together so quickly. And then we'll add the other feather and the little beak. So cute. Let's see, and I'm going to use my Georgia moss again for, why did I bring up burnt ochre? Don't need that. We need this. There we go. And go ahead and do this feather. And I'll use burnt ochre to get the little branch that the birdie is sitting on. And oops, there we go. Do his little beak. And ooh, let's see. Yeah, that's all branch. I was like, wait a minute, do I have leaf there? But nope, it's all branch. So we can just color that in. Okay, and then I got a couple more stencils, I think. Yeah, because I got to do his tail feather and his feet and a couple more leaves. So we'll get these leaves and the tail feather. So I'll bring my Avocado Gold back in and grab these leaves. Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you like the colors. Hi, Beverly. How are you? Glad you're here. And go ahead and get these leaves done. There's one up here too. Almost didn't see it. Okay, and then for my tail, I'm going to do that in Artic Frost. And I'll make it a little bit lighter than I did the frame. So let me wipe some of that color off. Well, I got to get some on there. I use this Artic Frost a lot, and it's telling me it's time to re-ink, but I don't have a re-inker. So I might have to just buy another one just to be safe. I can't run out. Oh, you know what? I hope I gave myself enough room. Now that I'm looking at where I'm at on this panel, we should be okay. I wasn't thinking about die cutting when I put this down. Yikes. But I think we're okay. I got a little bit of room there right on that edge. And then I want to put a little bit of color on this tip of his tail. And I'll just use the ink that's left here. I think that should do it. And we've got a couple more stencils, but they're very thick. Okay, that was stencil number 7, and then this is stencil number 8. We're going to put his little feet on, and then we're going to do his, I want this to be green, so I'm just going to use the Artic Frost and ink it on top of the yellow, and that'll give me a different color green that doesn't match my leaves. And then I'll go with coffee bean for his feet. Okay, I will give that a try, Lorraine. Lorraine tells me to pounce on my pad. So I will do that because I am panicking about my Artic Frost. So I'll give that a try before. Okay, and that takes care of his wings and feet. How cute. Cute little bird. And then we will go in with the color on his breast, and we'll just stick with the burnt ochre. And I'll put a little bit. Mine is blurry and breaking up. Is the live stream blurring for some of you? Or I can't tell. It could be what's going on here. I hope not, but I don't know. Okay. All right. So that will take care of all of our inking. That was stencil number 9. And I'll put these on here because we're done. Pull this off and move this out. Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad you're fine, because I was very, very worried about when I put my brushes up. I was very worried about the weather here. Okay, so here's my cute little bird. And look, he's got some shimmer because of that avocado gold. I love that. And then we'll bring in the embossing folder, and this folder has the die is already inset into it. So all you have to do is line it up and it'll emboss and cut at the same time. So let's see. And getting this lined up is try to, oops, wait a minute, that's not lined up at all. Trying to make sure that everything is lined. I can't quite there. I'm trying to make sure I get the letters and the bird and the flowers. I think that's, oh no. Uh-oh. I had it and then I moved it. Yeah, it's gonna be, if that's not, it's funny when you get it lined up perfectly, the letters really, they become very sharp. And I'm haven't quite got that sharp lettering yet on both of them. Oops. Something. Okay, let me get the bottom straight, and then keep that and then wiggle. Platinum 6 over here. I'm just using the regular D adapter plate to run this through. And I think because of that, and oops, wait a minute, what did I do here? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see. Did we get it right? Yeah, we did. We did good. So there is our little embossed, and he's got such, look at that embossing detail. That's really nice. So I did do some of the work ahead of time. The main thing I did, this this piece is the large nested tag die, which is this one. And I use this, this is the gold that's in the summer white core card collection. And then I used on stencil number 9, these little stencils right here. I just kind of moved it all around randomly and inked it up with the Georgia Moss ink to add a little bit of texture to the back of it. So that will go like so. And then the other thing that I did ahead of time was embossed a panel of white cardstock that's going to be my matting layer. And this is the Lovely Lace 3D embossing folder. So that is that's the homework that I did ahead of time. So I'm going to add this to the nested tag with ink. Just I'm not focusing so much on the edges as I am the flat parts of this little embossed bird to make sure that it's going to stick. I do a little bit wherever it's raised is kind of where I'm trying to make sure I get some glue. And I think I got it pretty well covered. Okay, there we go. And let me make sure I get this on here straight. There we go. And I didn't worry about when I did the little stencil to put the texture, as you probably noticed, I didn't do the center because this was going to be covering that up. So save me a little bit of time. So that's that. And then we'll add this to, this is another piece of that same gold from the summer white core cardstock. And I'm just going to put this on and I'll then add it to my card front. And this is another A2 size card, but obviously you can make it whatever size you would like. This one just was cute and sweet, and I like my little A2 size cards because I do a lot of note writing when I send cards, and it's just gives me the perfect amount of space. Okay, and we got that, and then we'll get an A2 card base over here, and we'll add that. it this way. I'm always holding my breath when I do this part because I got such little narrow margins. Okay, and then I'm going to put this guy on here, but I'm going to do it with foam tape. So let me get my foam tape out. I thought I left it sitting out, but obviously I did not. Here we go. And scissors, here we go. So just put a couple of pieces on the back. Put that down there. Trim a couple of these pieces to stick in the middle. Let's see. Put this down here. I think that'll be, well, I could put this little piece right there. That'll do me just fine. Get this out of the way. And then we can go ahead and finish it up. Well, maybe. I should have thought of these little pieces before I stuck them down in there. There. All right. And I just put that down in the center. Make sure my card base is straight. That looks good. And we will finish it up with some, oh, we can do the inside. I did emboss just a little bottom part of the panel for the inside of my note card. And I'll just stick that in very quickly. Oops. Didn't get those corners very close, did I? All right. There we go. And I will burnish that a little bit because it's not very smooth. All right. And then we'll add a few little embellishments and we will be able to call this one done. I've got some little unbrand pearls that I got. I think I got these off of Amazon. But I'll use this size. Just stick those down here. I think, is that the center? Yeah, that looks pretty close to the center. And one more. Okay, so there is today's project. I hope that you liked it and that you have if you have these, that you will give it a try and share your makes in the Facebook group. I thank you so much for being here. I hope that if you're in the States that you stay warm and dry and safe. And well, I guess the same for the other side of the pond too. And have a wonderful week. Claire will be here tomorrow with another fabulous make, and we will see Lisa on Friday. And you guys have a fantastic week. We will see you the next time. Bye for now.